Hi, it's Michelle from Movement Lesson, and I'm just going to show how you can work on yourself. Now, in this position, I'm on my table with my elbows at this point. I actually prefer much more in my lap. I like that my legs are my arms extension through here, through going down. You want to be as organized or set up as much as possible so you can allow the fine motor skills to start to happen. Even when I work on myself, I have to make sure my system is secure. My vestibular is taken care of. It's at a point where I'm not worried about my balance. I'm not worried about if I'm comfortable or not. I just am. All of those are very important when giving a lesson to somebody else or giving it to yourself. And if to know me is to love me, because you'll see me just go to town working. I chat away. I'm much better when I don't concentrate, when I allow my hands to have a conversation different than sometimes, or the same with. I can be parallel to what I'm doing as well as completely off subject. I am no more or less attentive in that way. It's just who I am, and maybe it's just the knowledge that I have in my hands, or that they can work in the way that they do. So as you can see here, the whole time I'm just starting to work on the hand. Notice again, I'm holding the hand secure. I'm not like this, I'm not poking. It's just this finite, and I'm working on the wrist, and just here I've noticed that my extension from the left side is a tad off. The extension meaning the pull of my arm. Now, because I said that, I'm not going to be pulling harder, but I'm looking now at the rotation that my elbow has or doesn't have at this moment in relationship to the wrist. And so I'm just, there we go, right underneath the palm, and there you can see now the extension just changed. Now, what that's done to just change who I am, lots of things, but at the same time, I have no idea. I have no attachments with how increased mobility and range changes the way someone thinks, moves. Yes, I can talk about all the possibilities. I can get up much more efficiently in this side. I can reach for something much more efficiently. There are lots of bonuses that I can immediately grasp at. And also that I've done this work enough that there's now at the drop of my wrist. I can immediately apply it to about 50 other different things, whether it's giving someone a lesson to, I don't know, just playing the piano or doing karate, the things that I enjoy other than this work, painting a picture. So notice how I'm not concentrating at all on my fingers, although my fingers are becoming more supple or more available to movement as I work on the wrist, but I'm just working on the wrist. But you can go back again and watch this whole video and notice my breathing is very calm. My tonus hasn't changed in that way, that I am not, again, I'm not tight, and I'm not, there's no, at the moment, that's outright noticeable rigidity in my system. But just think, if you're anywhere from a surgeon to a mother, it doesn't matter. Just being able to work on the hand in such a way to create a finesse and sophistication of movement that's just different. And I can look at this, and now I can look on this side. There's a completely different, I haven't worked on this side, versus here. It's just the tonus change is different. Again, this side of the arm, look at the fingers versus, same movement. But again, I've played with the movement now on this side for a whole 10 minutes, or no, 5 minutes. So now I'm working circles into this area of the thumb. I can work with myself like this. I can work with you like this. I can work with a child like this, a child that's sleeping, spouse, grandparent, and they benefit. So after a long, hard day, you can do this in a bathtub. It doesn't have to be sitting. You can just do a little bit. You can be lying in bed just to give yourself a movement lesson. It's okay. It's quite nice. So give that a try, and let me know if you get any results and how that feels. But just from that little bit, and you can do it this way or lifting just to see, and then you can see just this side, and again lifting. I feel a big difference, especially with the weight. It's much heavier through the hand here. So, you know, again, see how it automatically wants to flip, whereas this is not there, wanting to flip. Body's very interesting. It's fun just to play with it. Notice again the elbow organization, and here it's much through the wrist. You don't see that the elbow is rounding as much, but again, those are subtle things. And so give yourself a movement lesson. Thanks.